Welcome to the Fade to Black podcast, Mr. Ryan Coogler. How are you, sir?
I'm good, bro. Yeah, happy to be here, battling jet lag a little bit, but I'm happy to be here, bro.
First and foremost, congratulations, man. This is the best film I've seen this year so far.
Oh, right on,
I loved
man.
It. I loved
right
it, loved it. So much to ask about.
It's a young year, bro, but thank you.
Yeah, yours is the film to beat for me right now. You've spoken in the recent past about being a director for hire and working within IP. Mm-hmm. This, you don't have to worry about any of that, and I feel that comes through in the film. Did Day One on Sinners have a different energy to it than a Day One on Creed?
Yeah, I would never call myself like a director for hire in past. I think that's maybe oversimplification. So the short answer to the question is no, and yes and no. I think you probably got that from when I was talking to Fleming, with Deadline, and what I said was that Fruitville was a true story, and I fought to get that made, but the reality is like that story was there. It moved a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure like there would have been a movie made about Oscar's life eventually in some way, shape, or form, right? With the Creed, excuse me. With the Creed, with Creed, because what I want to say the Creed films, but when I pitched that to Stallone, when I came up with that idea, there was no Creed movies, but there were Rocky movies. Mm-hmm. So I was not a director for hire on that. They were not looking to make that movie. Mm-hmm. I had to go pitch that and convince them to make it. Mm-hmm. So that's not a director for hire position either. Right. But I am trying to deliver a personal story within the structural confines of a format that people know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if I say Rocky movie, you know what that is. Mm-hmm. You got it ends with a fight. Mm-hmm. You know that Philadelphia is a part of that conversation in the characters and the music. It's a people say IP, which I think is like, I do not like that term, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it is. I don't love the term franchise either. You know what I mean? Both of these things they so legal and like industrial. You know what I mean? I don't think it's the right context. But these are stories that the movie going population is familiar with. You know what I mean? There's a feeling of knowing, that exists, that any artist that steps into that is going to have to be in conversation with, and you can make the best thing in the world, but if it parts with those structures too much, you got a problem. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So. The Black Panther films, what I said was these were open directing jobs. Like these were, you know what I mean? Like the Black Panther was getting made. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I still wouldn't call myself a director for hire on those movies.
Gotcha.
But that was the closest to it. Like it was an open directing assignment. Like they were, there was a moving train. They were looking for somebody to come in and guide it.
Gotcha.
So on this. And look, bro, like artistically, there's comfort in that. You know what I'm saying? There's like a rigidity to operate in a known system, but there's also like a lot of protection that comes with that. Yeah. For instance, you gotta bake in the audience. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like more people are always gonna know Rocky or T'Challa more than they know me. You know what I'm saying? And with that, the other part of that is just like if somebody doesn't like it, you know what I'm saying? It's it's not as like a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? So this movie did always feel like I was more exposed. You know what I mean? Than I had ever been professionally. You know, and I had to make the conscious decision, like, okay, man, I'm about to open myself up. You know, like for not judgment or anything like that, but you know, people watching this film are gonna know more about me personally than they would know from watching my other movies. Just by the simple nature of, you know, I'm pulling a lot from myself, my life, and my own personal taste, and it's it's not in a familiar casing. you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love that about the film.
Oh, right on.
One film that I know you love as much as I do is Nickel Boys. And what Ramel Ross and Joe Mofre.
Jesus fucking Christ! Yeah,
it's an incredible film.
Well, I don't know how much you love it, but
maybe not as much as
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
no, I mean, I love it's literally one of my favorite films of last year. It's in my top 5 of the year.
Yeah. You know, that's the other thing I don't do, bro. Like that. Like it's funny. Like no. I try not to look at films in the context of a year, cause I spend most of my life playing sports, and that's like you know, I don't grasp why we do that in this industry, bro. Like, you know, like I get it, like I get all of the business side of it and everything, but the idea of like judging a movie by its production date is very strange to me. But yeah, like
that's how I'm wired. I'll try and change.
Yeah, no, it's fine, bro. Like I think you exist in the you know, bro, like why are movies 24 frames a second? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like that's what it is when I found the medium, right? So I go with it. So like I get it, bro. Like I don't judge nobody for it, but for me, I'm also like that movie. I don't want to compare it to whatever the fuck came out like in 2024. Like that movie stands on it. It felt timeless when I watched it, like as all great things should, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think the similarity for me with that film and this film, what Ramel Ross and Joe Mofre did so well is that they showcased black trauma in a way that wasn't explicit, but that you keenly felt it. Yeah. And I thought about that when you had that scene with Delroy Lindo Slim talking about the lynching, and then you have the sounds over it, which again we acutely feel that, but you don't showcase sort of any explicit black trauma. Do you feel that illustration, that approach is something that more filmmakers should be leaning into as opposed to the explicit stuff that we've seen so much of in the past?
Oh, man, that's a question. It's not my place to say, man. Like I think like every artist should do what they feel is right in the moment for whatever it is, you know, yeah, I don't like I try not to judge things, bro. Like I truly do, man, and because like whatever somebody's truth is when they making something, God bless them, man. This shit is hard. Like making movies it's a very difficult art form, you know, and yeah, like I think I actually think like the burden of and I don't know the time, man. Like how we are on time, you guys. Like BB. Yeah. Like I want to make sure he got enough time to get his questions.
I think you have this we don't actually.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry.
Yeah. As long as you need, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like but because I take a while sometimes with these more difficult questions. Like bro, I'm a filmmaker, and I'm an audience member. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit I'm not a critic. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an executive. I'm not a journalist. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't my place to say like what somebody. I sympathize with the filmmaker, and I sympathize with the ticket buyer. You know what I'm saying? Like in my filmmaker sympathies say, man, whatever the artist think is necessary. You know what I'm saying, to tell the story. Like, and then like my audience taste says, the burden is on me. Like, it's so much information available about movies now. Should I want to avoid a certain thing, I can find out what's in a movie and I can go. Like if I see that this is upsetting, you know, like a movie is gonna harm a child or something on screen. You know what I mean? And for me, that's a major barrier for me, right? You know what I'm saying? So I say, okay, maybe I'm gonna avoid this one. Right. You know, but the idea of, hey man, because characters experience traumatic situations, and historically this group has been shown to have these things. You know, that's a barrier. That's for the filmmaker and that's for the person buying the ticket. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a place for that. Like I remember seeing a movie, bro, called it was the Earl Manigault story, and it was a brilliant performance by Don Cheadle. It's about a basketball player who fell into a heroin addiction and basically ruined his life. And I remember the scenes of him shooting up. It was a scene with Eric LaSalle playing a Vietnam vet who had lost his arms, who was using prosthetics to shoot up. I remember seeing that raw and unfiltered and deciding in that moment I would never shoot some shit into my arms I didn't have to. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful for that movie going there. You know what I'm saying? Cause that might have saved me from a path to, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a place for everything, and it should be up to the filmmaker. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's necessary. Like there are filmmakers that are like, I think are brilliantly subtle. Like I'm talking about just black filmmakers from like a Barry Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Barry has like almost. He has a sense of restraint that's almost like European or from Asian, you know, cinema. You know what I'm saying? Like his sense, and then you got a McQueen, who I'm thankful for every frame of like the traumatic shit that he's shown me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna show you a no wash boycott in an Irish prison. You know, so I'm gonna show you what that looks like. You follow me? I'm thankful for that. You know what I mean? Like, and stepping outside of our specific diaspora community, I'm Ari Oster. I'm thankful when he shows me shit that I wouldn't. If I knew what was in Hereditary before I bought the ticket, bro, I wouldn't have went. No, I wouldn't have went. But I'm happy that I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I think, you know, what I don't want to do is, because we've been through so much as a people. And the film medium has been so wielded against us that I'm gonna limit the artist that comes from the community now. I think that's wrong, personally. You know what I mean? Like I think we big enough as a it's enough information that can be available for somebody going into a movie, and it's enough tools available for us as filmmakers that people can make their own choices. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a fantastic answer. I could talk to you all day.
Right on, bro. Yeah.
Ryan,
you got one more, bro? No, he can get. Let me have one. Let me have one.
No, I'm so sorry.
No.
You don't?
Yes.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just adding this up. Okay.
Yeah.
So one more question?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So one of the things that was a really pleasant surprise to me in this movie is how patient you are when it comes to the vampire element of this movie. So it was really intriguing for me to find out that that wasn't always the case. You started initially with Jack O'Connell and the White Family.
Yeah.
Why the change?
It's funny, man. Man. When it actually wasn't a change, bro. Like truthfully, when I first outlined the script, like that scene didn't exist, you know. And then when I started to write it, I realized, maybe it should, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have a scene up top that's you know, outside of the perspective. This is it's either Wes Craven or Carpenter. One of them, man. Both of these dudes I love. But one of them said, oh, it was Wes Craven. He said, yo, first scene scare the shit out of the audience. And then don't scare him again as much as that to the end. Like, that was something that my little brother, Keenan Coogler, who's even bigger horror fan than I am, he shared this with me about Wes. And so I was thinking, I was like, oh yeah, I should probably show Remick up top. But that was like an afterthought, you know, in the writing process. So you know, we went back and forth, bro. Like and I love that scene that I wrote. And I think that scene had a big part of people's response to the script when we shared it with studios. But when we got into it, man, like, you know, I realized that the film kind of couldn't hold it. You know what I mean? If we showed that much of Remick that early, it made the viewing experience of the first half of the movie unbearable. You know what I'm saying? Because you're waiting for this, you know, you waiting for this guy to show back up in earnest. What we finished with, you know, is still the West principle. You know what I'm saying?
You do freak us out.
Yeah. But it's not with all of the detail that was present. You know, like I think we landed in a much better place. You know.
Yeah. Fantastic stuff.
Right on, bro. Yeah. It's good.